Hey, what's up guys, this is Kazooie here, and welcome to episode 4 of Skilling to Glory. In today's episode, I have two brand new skill squads to show to you guys. But first of all, I'm actually going to be showing you guys the old players we had from our starter team, and we actually sold them on. So you can see that we actually made some profit on especially this guy, Zuratuza. Played very well for me. I think in one of the final games we played, we scored 2 goals with him, managed to sell him on for 2.5k, which was, I think, because of a squad building challenge. We also have this guy, Kappa, very good right back with 4-star skill moves and amazing stats. I wanted to use him for this team, but unfortunately he wouldn't get enough chemistry. So I decided to pick someone else. But you can see this is the new team, at least one of the new teams. It's in the 4-3-3-4 formation, probably my favorite formation since I think like FIFA 15 or something. And yeah, very solid defense with some quick wingbacks. We got Marquinhos and Jemerson again. Then midfield we have Rafinha, 4-star skiller. We have also an old face in Orellana, played very well for me in the games I used him in. Scored 4 goals in 5 games and also a couple assists. Then we have this guy from Argentina, Musis, some good stats as well. It's kind of a defensive-minded player. Left winger, we have Acosta, used him before as well, especially in FIFA 17. And yeah, very cheap player, amazing stats, only for 650 coins. This is definitely a player you can use in your starter team. Then up front, we have a new striker as well in Rodrigo. Remy did very well, despite him actually losing one of his legs. Looking at his pace, but no, Rodrigo will be a very quick striker who will hopefully do some damage for us as well up front. And then right winger we have Carlos Vela, obviously already played some games with him, scored 1 goal. I said that I scored a goal with his weak foot. You guys corrected me in the comments, he's obviously left-footed. But yeah, hopefully he'll do well in that team as well. Then the second team, we have a team with a couple of 5-star skillers, 2 from the Portuguese league. And this team is just a mix of Portuguese league players and also Russian league players. Again, decided to go for the cheaper alternative because I don't want to spend like all my coins on like one big player and then have like a cheap team around it. I just want to have like some cheap beasts basically and make 2 teams so I can rotate and stuff, so I don't have to worry about the fitness. This is a bit of a beast though, this Russian center back, 82 pace. He has high attacking, high defensive work rates, but hopefully he'll do well in this team. And again, very cheap. Plays in the Russian league, as I said, which is not the most popular league, but still you can put him into a solid team. Next one we have Felipe, very good defender from FC Porto. Right back we have Ricardo Pereira, who used to play for Nice. Then on the midfield, we have Hector Herrera, good player as well, non-rare this year. Then as the cam, we have Vincent Abubakar. He's a default striker, but I decided to put him position back since I wanted to use him in this team and also wanted to use the god up front, which you will see in a second. Next to him we have Paredes from Zenit St. Petersburg. I think he moved from Roma to Zenit during the summer transfer window, if I'm correct. 4-star skill was on him, looks good as well, some solid defending. Left winger we have Shatov, very good looking stats as well, 80 rated, looking forward to see how he will perform in this team. And then we have the striker in Seydou Doumbia. I was thinking of maybe like going for 2 strikers and pair him up with Abubakar, and then have maybe like Gelson Martins on the right wing, but I just prefer this formation compared to like the 4-4-2 or something, since then Martins would do more damage, I think, anyway. Looks amazing as well, 5-star skill moves this year, cannot wait to try him out. So this is the team, 2 5-star skillers, definitely give it a go yourself since it isn't expensive. And yeah, if you have like a couple K, like 10k or something, you can easily afford this team. So then we move on. What will be the first game? We're going to be testing out the Skillers team first, and we come up against a very strong Premier League side. Keep in mind that this was still recorded on, I think, the 2nd day of early access. All the gameplay you will see until, I think, episode 6 or something, or maybe episode 7. Was from like the early access basically. So yeah, we start things off here with Doumbia, a couple of skill moves. Unfortunately couldn't get past that beast, which was his defender Smalling. And in the 7th minute, after some great skills here from Mkhitaryan, he managed to shoot it across goal and actually give himself the lead. Very nice goal from that right winger, and yeah, early lead from him in this game. And then we're in the 10th minute here with Gelson Martins, obviously a 5-star skiller I was desperately to use. I used a bit of the no-touch dribbling. I heard from people that it is very easy to do. You only have to hold the right bumper, or R1 for the PlayStation users, and then just wiggle a little bit with the right stick. So still need to kind of figure out how it all works, but yeah, definitely gonna use that a lot more in the series. We got some chances with some skill runs, but I didn't create much out of it. And then from one of the counterattacks, we unfortunately conceded another goal. Again, Sané there who's also absolutely amazing this year. No 4-star skill moves on him, but still he looks like an incredible player. And yeah, the first half was definitely for my opponent. He created a lot of chances with Martial up front and also Eriksen with that deadly shot. He tried some shots from distance with especially a Danish guy, and you can see a couple minutes later from a rebound it is again Sané there who gets himself on the score sheet to make it 3-1 just before halftime. And you can see halftime stats. I had one shot on target. It was my opponent mainly on the ball and trying out shots from, yeah, like pretty much outside the box, like that kind of area. But it was fair enough for him to actually get himself a 2-goal lead. But then the 50th minute, shortly into the second half, we do get ourselves a goal with Aboubakar, his first goal, to make it 3-2. But then shortly after it, again, it is Mkhitaryan with his second goal of the game to make it 4-2. And do something back for my opponent. And since this was the first game with this team and there were like 18 minutes after something, I just didn't want to lose this game 4-2 or at least go down like this because there was still like some minutes left. And I felt I was playing good, especially in the second half. And you can see after some good skills from Aboubakar result in a very, very nice goal from Doumbia. Great volley past the goalkeeper to do something back. Then in the 78th minute, he goes through it with Martial. Now look at it for an amazing save from Guilherme, who actually used to be a Brazilian goalkeeper I used in the past, like FIFA 11, FIFA 12 days. But he also changed his nationality to Russian, just like that new Russian right back. Then the 82nd minute, we do get a goal with Gelson Martins. And probably some of you guys are going to complain because I cross sometimes a lot. Like, remember that this is a series where we're trying to reach Division 1 by doing skill moves. But sometimes you will see me scoring like headers or something. I obviously don't intend to do it like every single game because I've seen some people saying that I should change the series name to Cross into Glory or something. Like, if you don't want to watch the series because I don't do too many skill moves or you think I should do more, then simply don't watch it because I'm trying to do my best to do skills. We're still very early on into the series. I just played my first game with like a proper skill squad and people were already complaining after 3 episodes. Like, I can understand that that I didn't do too many skill moves in the recent years, but I explained that I wasn't a fan of FIFA 16 and had some problems during FIFA 17. Like, I'm not trying to make excuses or something. I'm doing my best to entertain you guys as much as possible with some good gameplay. And even though I'm a fairly good skiller, that doesn't mean I score insane goals every game. As much as you probably would like to see that, like, goes the same for me. I wanna see crazy goals for myself every single game, but that doesn't happen. I'm not a freaking robot who's able to do that every single game. So sometimes you will see some shit goals, but that's FIFA. Sometimes you will see amazing goals. Over amazing goals, by the way, this could have been an insane goal already. Like, if this would have gone in, it would have been awesome, but unfortunately it went wide. And you will see throughout this game that I was doing more skills, especially compared to the previous episode, since this team actually has some 5-star skillers, and I was kind of getting the feeling of it as well, since I'm also new to FIFA 18 like you guys. It's also new for me, kind of adjust to everything, see how it all works and stuff, see which skill moves are really effective, which aren't. So yeah, like I've said before, I'm just doing my best as well. But yeah, the downside is, of course, you've probably seen it during halftime. We were dominating, but it was still only 1-0, and that is kind of dangerous, especially in divisions, if you're trying to promote. But yeah, it was going well. My opponent picked up a red card, which was obviously in our favor, which resulted in a big cap. And you can see that I messed up a chance with Gelson Martins. Should have done something differently. And then shortly after, we conceded the 1-1 from a freaking corner. Özil managed to head it into the back of the net. Good header. And it was all even, which I didn't see coming at all, but I probably should have because I know how FIFA works. I did my best here to make it 2-1. Good save there from his goalkeeper, which was actually playing very well. Then 73rd minute here, Aboubakar on the ball, plays an over-the-top through ball here to Doumbia. Good first touch, and he goes for the volley, but hits the post. Could have been a good goal as well to give us a lead back. But then 5 minutes before the game ended, you're not going to believe it, he made it 2-1 with Pulisic. The goalkeeper definitely should have saved that one, but yeah, that's FIFA for you. I tried my best towards the end to do something back here with Aboubakar. Ran through his defense. I did my best inside the box, shoot with his weaker foot, and it actually went in. His goalkeeper actually went the wrong way, so we got very lucky there too. But we got the equalizer in the end. We got ourselves a point, and you can see from the stats, like, we should have won this game, but that's the thing that you will always see when you're doing too many skill moves. Like, whenever I'm not playing divisions, I always have these kind of games where I just should have won, but I just mess up way too many times. But yeah, if you guys prefer to see that sort of gameplay, then I understand it, since it obviously is a skilling based series, and I will still do skill moves even though I sometimes score headers or something. But if you just want to see more and more of the crazier stuff in divisions, it will be difficult for me to promote quickly to Division 1. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm more of a type of guy who prefers to get an early goal or something and then do skill moves, rather than do skill moves straight on, get a lot of opportunities, mess them all up, and then eventually lose the game. You see what I mean? Like, divisions, that's not something you usually do in there. But yeah, anyway, let's move on back to the gameplay. We score a great goal here with Rafinha, a good skill goal, which I was happy with to make a 1-0 for us after 19 minutes. And it was, I think, his first goal as well. Then in the 22nd minute, yes, Tyson here on the ball. Low cross there. We managed to clear it away nicely with Marquinhos. Then some good passing here all the way to Acosta, who cuts in here with the spin. Cheeky ball roll and plays it on through to our striker, Rodrigo, who taps it in at the near post to make it 2-0. And gets herself a good goal as well to give us a more comfortable lead. Very nice skill moves there from Acosta. And yet again, the spin also is one of the fan favorites this year in FIFA 18. Very useful skill move. Then in the 38th minute, he got himself a big chance there too with Fred. Went with the rebound there, with bicycle kick. Then 45th minute, he went through here with Soares. And look at that for a tackle from Jemerson, our defender, with I think like 63 pace. I was afraid I was gonna give away a penalty, to be honest. Then 45th minute, this was a good opportunity for Rodrigo to do a bicycle kick. He had all the space, but he went for a header, and a very, very easy save there for his goalkeeper. Then in the second half, we got a couple chances here after his goalkeeper actually messed up the throw. You can see we managed to get 2 chances for ourselves. And the second one eventually led to a goal with Carlos Vela. Nice weak foot shot into the back of the net to make it 3-0 and pretty much make it game over. 85th minute. After a good tackle there from a right back Macedo, it is Carlos Vela on the wing, cuts in with the spin again. Then he flicks the ball up, and the defender actually went with the slide tackle. And if you do those two things the same time, you get a penalty. And that's also what we got here. And we converted into a goal with Rodrigo. I think his second goal of the game to make it 4-0. And put an end to this game as well. Good win, some good goals to be honest. And you can see as well from the stats, a lot of chances again. But this time we actually managed to score a lot of goals, which was very nice to see. So yeah, to make an end to this episode, we still have some of the daily objectives left, which I wanted to complete. You can see first timer score for Spain, which obviously we have done with our striker Rodrigo, and you can see we open his silver pack here. And I think some of the other daily objectives I needed to complete was play against the team of the week, or it was actually a starter objective actually. You can see it right there on the screen. Challenge the team of the week and also contract extension. Decided to do that as well. And after I done that, I decided to challenge the team of the week, which I obviously kind of want to do off screen, since it's not really like interesting, I think, to show you guys the gameplay. 1-5-0. Always win 5-0 if you play against the AI, because it will give you obviously the bonus when it comes to scoring goals. And you can see as well that we have one of the daily objectives left, which was, I think, squad battling. That's something we're going to be doing in the next episode. You can see in the background that we managed to complete the 3rd tab of the starter objectives, which is very nice. I think we only have 2 left, so we'll be trying to complete them as soon as possible as well. Also in the next episode, we're going to be playing some seasons and also open the packs, which you just saw, which we managed to get as a reward. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.